What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to FBA Capital. And today I'm bringing you guys another daily range case study on none other than NAS100. And with that being said, let's get right on into this daily range case study. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off by marking up the previous day's highs, the previous day's lows, and this is going to be part of my 3-point outline that I always like to do. Previous day's high, we got the previous day's low, which is in confluence with the Asian session low. We're going to get the 12 a.m. open, which is right in here. And then we have the Asian session also, which I'm going to outline with this box right here. And if the mic sounds a little bit better, guys, with me talking a little bit closer, make sure you just comment below. I'm just trying to make sure I give the best quality content for my boys. So if it sounds better like this, just let me know. No homo, no homo though, no homo. But all right, now that we got these 3 points, there's going to be a few areas and price that I just want you guys to bring your attention to. The first one is going to be this high. Second one is going to be this high. Third one is going to be this low. And this low right here. Now we're going to start off with this high up here. Why is this high important? So first things first, we're going to start off by going to the left, and we're going to be using this previous day's high as an anchor, along with this Asian session low. Now, why are we going to use these two? Because that is the range that, from this high to this low, is the range that price was in at this current time. So what am I going to do? I'm simply going to pull a fib from that previous day's high to that Asian session low. We're going to look. First thing I see is that we are at this fib short at what level? At 12,700. So we have a fib short along with a big figure of rejection. At what time? This is 6:30 and 7:45 in the morning, so this is very early New York session. And also, if you look even closer for why price had this reaction here, look at this. What do you notice in this area right here? If you said there was a fair value gap, then you were correct. If you look at from this candle, this up candle, well, the doji up candle, that wick right there, that's going to be our fair value gap along with this right here. So now if we look at it on this scheme of things, you see how price came into this area, filled in the fair value gap at 6:30 in the morning after trading into 12,700 and trading into the fib short. So now let's annotate that. So this was also the high of the day. So let's see. Here, let me move this mic up a little bit. We got the high of the day at, here, let me move this like this. We got the high of the day at 6:30 a.m. along with the 12,700 rejection, along with the fib short, along with fair value gap being filled. What else do we have? I think that was majority of the confirmations. But if you also go to, say, a higher time frame, just like this was also a, right here, this last up candle before the down move. This is going to be a 30-minute. I'm trying to find the best angle for this mic right now. I think that's good. Fuck it, man. But yeah, we have this 30-minute bullish order block, bearish order block right here. So there was a lot of confirmations for why price had this reaction that it did in this specific area in price. So when you put time and price together, you get this pretty good, pretty valid trade that happened off of this area. Now, even though I wasn't awake for me to catch this trade, this should have gave me the idea that price was more than likely going to continue this bearish trend. And personally, I did not realize that at the time, as I did take an L today. But nonetheless, then what happened after this? After price created this high of the day, price then ran below, targeting the Asian session low, along with the previous day's low. So we have the Asian session low and the previous day's low targeted at what time? 8:30 in the morning. Let's annotate that. Asian range low plus previous day's low targeted at 8:30 in the morning. That is when we ran the liquidity below these lows. Those lows right there. And from there, price came down and created this low at 9:30 in the morning. Now, this low is going to be important also. Why? Because from here to here, this is where we're going to be pulling our fib from this high of the day to that short-term low right there. Now, why am I doing that? Because that is going to give us our potential re-entry for those that didn't capitalize on this major push up here. Now we're simply going to pull another fib. Boom, boom. What do I see? for starters, I see that we did have a rejection of 12,650, which isn't a big figure level. It is a mid figure level. Along with, what time was this? At 10:30 in the morning. Then we also did what? If you look to the left again, see we had this fair value gap right in here from this last up candle. Boom. Right in here. Just like that. Build in that fair value gap. Then from here, this is what led price overall continue moving to the downside. So let's annotate this. At 10:30 in the morning, over here, at 10:30 a.m., we had fib short along with the fair value gap getting filled at 12,650 mid-figure level. And this is what led price to then keep on falling and coming all the way down to here and created the low of the day that we got. So we created this low of the day right here at, it wasn't perfectly on it, but we are hovering around this 12,300 area, and we created this low of the day at what time? 16, which is 3? Is it? 14's 1. Yeah, this is 3. So at 3 o'clock, created the low of the day. So 3 p.m. got the low of the day at 12,300. Now I'm gonna also look to the left on a higher time frame to see if there was any other confirmations for why we got that low, to make sure that that wasn't the only confirmation. You look to the left, oh, and look at that, I found a confirmation already. But if you look, this is where price had the reaction, created the low of the day. Now if we look to the left, what happened? What do I see? Below this low, I see another fair value gap. Come back to the 15-minute, go back to where it was. Look at how price reacted off that fair value gap. So we are going to annotate that. So we had a 1 hour fair value gap get filled. And then that is what caused us to create this low of the day that we currently have right here. So now, this is basically the majority of what happened today for the most part. Fair value gap, not fair value gap. Got the high of the day at 6:30 in the morning after price traded into the fib short that I drew from the previous day's high to the Asian session low. We ran above, filled in the fair value gap, tapped into 30-minute order block, and also traded below 12,700 to then run the liquidity below the Asian range low in the previous day's low. From there, we created a low at 9:30 in the morning. From that low, we traded back above the 12 a.m. open, trading into a premium price area, well, a discount. Premium price. Premium price area, traded into this fair value gap, filled it in, traded into a fib short at 12,650 level at 10:30 in the morning, and this is what led price to then have this expansion to the downside, creating the low of the day after filling in this 1 hour fair value gap at 12,300 big figure level. So that is what we got today. So now I'm going to draw the schematic of what happened. We had the Asian session range. Boom, 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 boom. Then we had a push during early New York, created the high of the day before eventually falling lower. It's continuing this overall bearish trend. Today was a bearish New York reversal. Why? Because we created the high of the day during the New York session, ran the lows from London session, so it was no longer a potential London continuation. So with that being said, that is really all we had today. Pretty self-explanatory day. After the fact, it does look cleaner than it did at the moment, but it's always a little bit easier to read hindsight. But with that being said, I hope this video was helpful. And for those wondering, I will not be taking a trade tomorrow. I did kind of get clapped up this week. Take it slow. I'm not really gonna force another trade, just gonna call it a week. We be back Monday, but that's really it I have for you guys. So if this video was helpful in any way, shape, or form, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, make sure you join the Telegram. We are growing on a daily basis, and just the place to be. So with that being said, like I said, I won't be trading tomorrow. I might go live if I do, just to watch the charts. That's if I do. If anything, I'll just be live Telegram, maybe on a Zoom call with the group. So with that being said, appreciate everyone for being here. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all soon. Stay productive. Stay happy. I'll talk to you all later.